Pechi, how are you today?
I'm good, sir. May I know how are you, sir?
Good, good. Thank you.
Thank you,
Um,
sir.
I was going through your DAF. I observed that you have studied science throughout, um, and then you are now into economic service, revenue service.
Yes, sir.
But you have taken optionals Tamil and literature, whereas it doesn't form part of your hobby anywhere. How did you interest? How did you develop interest in Tamil literature, especially Tamil language is normal. You are from Tamil Nadu. You have been there. So, how did your interest develop in Tamil literature?
Sir, when I started in my school, when I studied Tamil language, I found many Sangam poems very interesting, and the kind of language they use and the way that expresses the culture of that particular society in that ancient period, and throughout how the Tamil language and as a society it has developed. So that fascinated me, and also when I studied Hindi literature as a part of Dakshin Bharat Hindi Prachar Sabha exams. I found it. There was an regional language in one paper. So in that paper, I found many Tamil historical novels, Tamil historical poems. So I found a more connection myself within that particular literature, sir.
Okay. You have mentioned archery as one of your hobbies or extracurricular activity.
Yes, sir.
What can you tell us about archery in Olympics? When did it start? Why it? After a few years, it was not included in the or taken away from the Olympics, and why
Yes,
it
sir.
re-entered after a few decades.
Yes, sir. It started right from the initial games of the Olympics, and it was the only sport that included women to participate. But later, it was due to some practical constraints and also due to the limited audience over the archery, it has been stopped, and then it got again entered, especially in the Para Olympics too, sir.
Okay, okay. Um, what can you tell us about judicial activism, Pichi?
Thanks, sir. Sir, the proactive role played by the judiciary when there is when there is a legislative vacuum in creating laws, or there is an executive when the executive does not does not follow the rules of the constitution. So then the judiciary comes into play, sir.
Okay. Um, you must have followed the current year budget, national budget.
Yes, sir.
Uh, what are the components in our national budget this year for promotion of renewable energy? At least two such provisions, if you can tell us.
Sorry, sir. Currently, I'm not able to recall it. Sorry, sir.
Okay, okay. Um, you must have heard about nuclear energy.
Yes, sir. I have here.
Is nuclear energy renewable or non-renewable? And why?
Sir.
And why?
Yes. Sir, it is basically considered as a non-renewable energy because of the limited resources of the uranium that we have. And also, with respect to the processing of the uranium also takes a longer time. So we consider it as non-renewable energy, sir.
Okay. Uh, you must have read the Constitution.
Yes, sir.
Uh, why we do not have a National Health Care Act?
Um, Sir, I think health is a state subject. Requiring a law on a national basis needs consent of a state, and it requires two or more states to come forward to delegate their powers to the center. So that's why we don't have a National Health Act in national level, sir.
But we have a National Medical Council which regulates the medical education throughout the country. Why so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, with my limited knowledge, I think the regulation of such provisions has been given to the center. But with respect to the preventive health and the implementation of such health things has been dedicated to a state. So that's why I think it has been the NMC has been delivered by center, sir.
Okay. Uh, Artificial intelligence.
Yes, sir.
Its adoption, its importance is growing. Few years back, Niti Aayog came up with a document, strategy document, AI for all. What are the departments, sectors in the government which it focuses on, or the government should focus on adoption of AI?
Yes, sir. Sir, with the objective of maximum governance and minimum government, AI is needed in almost all the departmental sectors, especially when it comes to the people services and the customer and also with respect to the promotion of our industries and also in the case of skill development and the higher education sector that is concerned, and also for the environmental things. For that, AI can be simulated to balance the development and the economics. So I feel AI is needed almost in all the departments that exist, sir.
Uh, you must have read about Greenland recently.
Yes, sir.
What is the official language of Greenland?
Mm. Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that, sir.
Okay, okay. Um, what is the importance of Greenland? Why US wants to have territorial control over the Greenland?
Yes, sir. Sir, the US wants to control Greenland primary for some reasons. First is because of the strategic location that Greenland has been there. With rising temperatures, Arctic might melt, and there are certain key reserves like rare earth minerals, and other such minerals are found. So, US needs it as a strategic point in that view. And second, sir, the Monroe Doctrine and also today's Donald Trump doctrines shows that they want to create a sphere of Western influence in that particular region. So and they want to eliminate such powers like Russia and China that comes into play. So because of that, also US needs Greenland, sir.
Uh, Renewable energy. What are the targets which India has announced for itself by 2030? Where are we? And how do we propose to meet that target? Whether we'll be able to meet that target or not? What are your views on that?
Sir, with respect to renewable energy, we have the target of having a 50% of installed capacity in the renewable energy. And in case of nuclear energy, we have this target of 100 gigawatt by 2047. So currently, sir, with respect to the energy mix in our Indian economy, currently we are around some 60% of still being balanced by the thermal power and non-renewable energy. But we are focusing on solar energy with respect to the rooftop solar schemes and also been focusing on PLI schemes for solar components. And we are focusing today on nuclear energy, especially with the Shanti bill and increasing the private sector participation in that. And also for the waste to energy plants, we have been focusing on the municipalities and also especially for the waste segregation at source. And with respect to wind and so other energies that are concerned, we have this mixed model of having a hybrid policy that can focus us on affordability and the quality of renewable energy that can be produced. And the states has also been given incentive to promote renewable energy, sir. And also there has been as many startups has been announced. I mean, as many startups have been incentivized to promote such renewable energy, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Mukteshwar ji, you can take over.
Mr. PETCHI, how should I pronounce it? Did I pronounce properly? Your
Sir,
name?
sir, it's PETCHI.
Peachy.
PETCHI.
Peachy. Now, am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay, okay, okay. Can I know something about your name?
yes, sir. Sir, I have been named after my family goddess. It's a family deity. In our culture, though it is a deity name, it's a female name. I have been named after her because that signifies the strength and protection of children that has been born. Because I have born after 3 years after the marriage of my father and mother. So it has been in the local tradition that after a year, a child has to born. Otherwise, there has been so many stereotypes that has been attached with the women or men. So they pray to the god that I should be born, that I have to born, so that they can name me after her. So I have been named after her, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. Nice to know. Even in our place also, we have this Pochaya, Pochama, these kind of names do exist.
Okay,
Uh,
sir.
Prachuta means that means to protect. She is the protecting god.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Now you opted for Tamil literature. Can I
Yes,
know
sir.
something about the Sangam literature
Yes, sir.
in brief?
Yes, sir. So Sangam literature spans between 300 BC to 300 AD. I mean, 300 to 300. That signifies the moral philosophy and the foundation of the Tamil society and its culture. So basically, it is divided into Agam and Puram. Agam reflects the man's moral character and the code of conduct within their personal life, and Puram that reflects the man or the woman's conduct in the outer world. So these are the basic elements that has been there, and the classification of lands as per the Sangam literature has also been divided, and the culture has also been developed over the land as a primary module. And there has been, moreover, a kind of secularism that has prevailed despite the multiplicity of religions that has been present, and it also reflects how a state has to be governed and how a state should conduct, and how a king has to perform his duties. Such things has also been elaborated, sir.
Okay, statecraft, the morality of the society, morality of the individuals, everything is covered into that.
Yes, sir.
Is it produced in the form of a poetry?
Yes, sir. It is in the poetry form, sir.
It's in the poetry form. Then, okay. In the recent past, now that you have taken abundant interest in opting for Tamil literature, and also
Yes,
you
sir.
have cleared one examination on that. Now you are into Indian Revenue Services.
Yes, sir.
Nice that I would like to know a little more on that. Very recently, National Education Policy recommends up to fifth class the child should study in the interest of his comprehension only in his mother tongue. Only in his mother tongue, all subjects up to fifth class. How do you look at this? Hello?
Sorry, sir. The connection was unstable, it seems. So sorry.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right. In the recent NEP,
Yes,
National
sir.
Education Policy, recommends for mother tongue as medium of instruction up to fifth class.
Yes, sir.
Uh, how do you take it? How-
Yes, sir. Sir, myself also have studied mother tongue till fifth standard, sir. Sir, I feel for a student, for children to understand the mother tongue is a primary vital notion, because it in their homes, probably their mothers and fathers will speak in their mother tongue. So it is very natural for them to teach, and also it is very natural for them to learn and acquire the values and the culture in the very small age itself, so that they can have a root in their culture. And also it is very the cognitive ability of a student can also be increased by knowing in their own language. So So till that fifth standard is it is very possible for them to learn, and also there certainly there will be English as a one subject, so they will not be fielded out from that practical world that we are living in. So
Correct. But there are strong votaries that all the education from KG to PG, it should be only in English medium. How do you look at it?
Sir, this Anglicization right from their pre-KG to 12th, I feel this will certainly over the period of time, the people might forget their own roots and the memory. Because today also I see as many family members and their children have been studying in the English medium, but they are not well versed in their Tamil language itself. So this might endanger the civilizational roots of our own culture if we forgot to know that. So I don't feel that that is a very good way to learn, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, Very recently, the Gen Z agitations are taking place.
Yes, sir.
We have so many number of reasons for that.
Yes,
One
sir.
of the reasons is this early anger is due to their distancing from the mother tongue is another reason. That's one significant study is coming out.
Okay, sir.
How do you agree with that kind of premise?
Uh, yes, sir. When the social media has been the prominent space for the Gen Zs to explore, so that certainly as many people who comes from rural background or who are from the undeserved, I mean under advantaged sections, they feel that they are very excluded from the social media itself. So the spaces that they explore, the spaces that they live in, has been more anglicized or has been more westernized. This will create more distance between the government and the very people itself. So this caused more anger. So that's why this has been one of the reasons behind the Gen Z protest, I feel so.
Okay, okay. Is there any mission on AI, national level mission?
Yes, sir. There is a national AI mission is there, sir.
Okay. What are its objects?
Um, Sir, creating national level models for AI and also focusing on the inclusivity of AI in the Indian languages, and also bridge the gap between the urban and the rural sectors that has been concerned, and also focusing on AI as a product of innovation so that startups can take AI and they can also innovate on that. And also this focus also on the higher education sector and the school sectors so that the research and development might happen in that AI too, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Iti ma'am?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
A very good morning, Pachi.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, from your DAF, I've come to know you're already a part of the coveted Indian Revenue Service.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so, as you will be going for your interview, you will have the mammoth budget,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
the date is the 1st of February. So, I
Yes, ma'am.
wanted to ask you, is the budget a kind of a financial bill which needs to be passed in Parliament?
Yes, ma'am. Article 110 focuses on, Article 112 focuses on the annual financial statement, and it primarily makes the budget as one of a kind of a document that has to be, but though it not does not explicitly mention budget, so it mentions, after the voting and all, the financial bill has to be passed so that so that the MPs can take the money out of the Consolidated Fund of India through consent of Parliament, ma'am.
So, do you agree that the budget is a finance bill?
Ma'am, for budget itself is fully not a fully finance bill because there has been as many components which are considered for other things too. So I feel it is partially a finance bill and partially strategic document that government focuses on in its long-term social objective, ma'am.
Of late, we have been talking about empowerment of women and in so many different ways. What do you
Yes, ma'am.
think of empowerment as a concept? Do you think that only women need to be empowered and not men?
Ma'am, empowerment as a concept has been we are talking since long, and I feel, ma'am, the shift of the empowerment has been in multidimensional too, be it on the social, economical, political, and technological and legal aspects. And as you have asked, ma'am, whether men should be empowered. I feel, ma'am, throughout the history of our society, we feel that we have observed that men has a greater say in every part of the every decision making, be it from the family to the nation. So though women have though the women have their say, especially in the Bhakti tradition, Andal had a say, and in the Vedic period, some of our women had a say, but that has not been the prominent space in many spheres. So I feel it is not about men empowering women. It is just we let them to know their boundaries, let them to know their strength. So in a way, men should not hinder their development. That itself is a empowerment, I feel, ma'am. So it is not a entitlement or a privilege that we give to women. It is just we get ourselves out of the block that we have created, ma'am.
All right. And since you are now part of the revenue services, it's a question that I'm asking you. There is, schemes like Ladli Beti and similar schemes by different names in different states lead to the empowerment of women.
Um, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I feel I'm not sure about that Ladli Beti scheme, but I think it is a financial incentive given to the women for their monthly activities. It seems something like that. Ma'am, I feel this is a kind of just they want that the women has to be included in this formalization of things, but I don't feel that such financial incentives or financial cash transfers alone women empower women, though it contributes to some section, though it contributes to their household expenditure or anything. But I feel it should start from the family itself, because when our mother or a sister or anybody does the household work, I think the men should also share their spaces. It's not just about the cash or money that is involved. It is all about the love that we have for each other and the respect that we have for each other. So that should start from there. But also the state can focus us on the empowerment in other ways, like legal empowerment. Today we have the AI, the technology empowerment has to be done, and also making them to come to the workforce. So that kind of empowerment will hold truly accountable rather than such financial transfers, I feel, man.
All right. You think that financial help will not actually be one of the mainstays for this empowerment process. But you do feel that women need to be empowered. You do feel that they need to be, given that special space so that they can grow. You feel like that this should happen, or you think that this is just a sociological procedure which will happen with time. Does it require social engineering, or it does not require social engineering?
Uh, Ma'am, the social engineering is required because earlier too we had as many systems that is not relevant to that has been more cultured in a way. Like we had sati, we had as many social evils. But when the legislation or the state, when it is involved, it will create a space for women to explore. And and though there has been so much, as we have so much of opponents for the kind of women empowerment in a particular society in any time, so that there is a need for social engineering and there is a need for state to involve too, ma'am. And with respect to the financial empowerment, I feel rather than just cash transfers, it's kind of when we empower them through local SHGs, when we empower them through the financial credit through bank access, bank loans, that will truly reflect the empowerment, ma'am.
Right. But you have written a hobby called archery, and in archery, I think the women are overpowered. I think they've overpowered the men. You agree?
Ma'am,
Archery is written as your hobby, isn't it? So
yes, ma'am.
Indian women are over empowered in archery. Do you feel like that?
Ma'am, I don't feel the notion of over empowerment or empowerment. They have given a right space in their archery because archery sports, right from its origin, has women as a equal competitors, and they have given. I mean, it has been considered at that time as a safe sport, and also they wanted women to be very strong in the martial art too. So they have seen archery as one kind of a space. And today, I feel, ma'am, women has got more space. It is a very good step, and I don't feel that they're over empowered or less empowered. They have an equal opportunity, and they have, and it is very happy to know that as many archers comes from women section, ma'am.
Your DAF says that other than the three top services which are mentioned by most of the aspirants, you have no other take for any other service. So you have rated that after the IS and the police, you would be interested in doing foreign services. What's your take if you were a foreign service officer? Would you have dealt with the Ukraine crisis and India stand in the same way as it is being dealt as on date? Or would you have taken a different take on it?
Ma'am, I personally believe that our Indian government has taken a right, careful, restrained approach and with a strategic diplomacy. Because we have mentioned, our Prime Minister has mentioned that it is not an era of war, and also our focus is on the building the trust between the partners. Because Ukraine is also our partner, Russia is also our partner, and the we have not maintained such a strategic silence. We maintained a quiet diplomacy which focuses on the humanitarian assistance and which focuses on the two parties mediation by themselves, and also we are standing for a long peace process. So I will take, I mean, I'm very happy that India has taken such a stand, and I will quietly, as an Indian foreign officer, it is my duty that as has to ensure that the conditions are satisfied in that particular arena, ma'am.
All right, Pachi, you see that around India, there are neighbors which are each one of them is going through a conflict process. So, you know, Bangladesh, earlier Nepal, Burma for a long period of time, Pakistan on and off, Afghanistan, as you've seen. How do you think that, you know, India is different from all these neighbors which have been part of the Asia Circle or so called? Uh, do you feel that we also have a huge Gen Z population and we might also end up like our neighboring countries at any point of time?
Ma'am, I sincerely believe that the kind of revolutions or kind of the political disruption that is happening in our neighbors will not be in our country, because there is a strong constitution which clearly demarcates and empowers all the organs of the state, be it on the legislature, executive, and judiciary. So we have such strong institutions through our constitution. And second, the government response to the Gen Zs has been a very strong, be it on the center or be it on the states. The main focus is on the unemployment, the main focus is on the skill development, and the main focus is also making them more creative in their spaces. So the Gen Zs, and with respect to corruption, and also the government has been giving a carrot and stick policy, and they have been implementing so many things. So I don't feel genuinely that such Gen Z revolution will not happen in our country now.
Right. Patrick, my last question to you. You've written in your hobby that, you know,
Yes, ma'am.
your hobby is Hindi learning, if I'm right. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, how can you learn Hindi if you go back to the same state from where you've been born and brought up? If you have it as a hobby, would you not prefer to be posted somewhere else in a Hindi state so that you can pick up the language? And why should the national language learning be a hobby? Is my other question.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have meant, I mean, as the column says, it is about hobby, other interest, etc. So I have learning Hindi as my interest rather a hobby. And with respect to the state, even if I am posted to my home state, I feel learning Hindi is very essential, because the state of Tamil Nadu today has as many migrant workers who comes from many of our neighboring states, and I personally also have been had this situation that some women from the Uttar Pradesh, they have migrated to Chennai and they were in distress situation. But at that time, I was, though I was good at reading and writing Hindi, but I was not confident enough in talking in Hindi at that time. So I felt after that incident, there has been as many local police officials and other local administration who are not well versed in Hindi. So that creates a more conflicting situation and a more disturbing situation. So then the translators came and that situation was resolved. So in today's Bharat that we have, we need to learn Hindi because around 43% as per 2011 census knows Hindi. So it is natural for any state has to learn so that the administration problems can be resolved. And also for the civilization, and also for the connect with other people, such social bonds also can be emerged. Like today, we have when I learn when I learn any language, that it is not just a means of communication. I feel it is a communication between two souls. It connects culture, it connects the hearts, and it connects every layer of the society, so that we can have this inclusive Bharat. And also, ma'am, if I'm posted in other state, that will then the learning Hindi will be my biggest advantage because I can connect with the people very easily, and I can ensure the trust of the government, and also I can address their grievances effectively and swiftly, and also I can be that one person whom I can whom the government also believe that I can implement the policies on the ground level with the ground effect, ma'am. So I feel this Hindi will be the best thing that any administrator or any person that can learn, that they can learn, so that they can have a more vibrant communication and vibrant socialization, ma'am.
Right. Thank you, Pach.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. But now your formal interview is over, mock interview is over. Now we'll try to give you our feedback.
Okay.
First, when is your interview?
So mine is on 26th February, sir.
26th February. And you are already in the revenue service. What was your interview score last time?
Sir, it was 165.
165. Okay. No, this is just out of see, interest and see this thing I'm asking. Uh, See, you are good.
Okay.
There's no doubt of my saying you have already proved it. To see, with few more marks, you would have been in the administrative service or your first to see, which was your first preference. Your speaking, everything fine. What I will suggest from my perspective is your answers are a bit longish.
Okay, sir.
So you have to be more, and with that you have to be more focused
Okay, sir.
because you are sometimes uh, going beyond the purview of the question which is being asked.
Okay, sir.
Unless you are leading us into that and supplementary questions, then it's a fine as a see tactics. But
Okay.
otherwise, stick to the question and the answer to that focused way. If we
Okay.
ask you supplementary, you can go on elaborating then. But your
Okay, sir.
first answer itself is quite longish at times. So that is one of my these things. And you tend to speak immediately after the question is over.
Okay, sir.
See, why I say that, see, it can be, it's not a very negative thing. It has positive if you pause for 1 or 2 seconds, think over. But then few unintended errors which creep into because of your speed.
Okay,
That is
sir.
what you'll have to focus on. Now I'll come to the questions as such. See, archery question which when I asked you, you confidently give a wrong answer. That is to be avoided. You said it is from the beginning of the games.
Okay, sir.
It's not.
Okay.
It only came into the second game, second edition of the game, that is 1900, if I remember. But please check on it.
Okay, sir.
Uh,
Okay.
don't give a wrong answer very confidently. First thing,
Okay, sir.
because then I get an impression, or we get an impression that you are just bluffing or guessing your answers.
Okay, sir.
Similarly, I had asked why they were stopped after few years. You gave a very general answer. See, they were stopped because of the different kinds of see rules, regulations which were there in different countries.
Okay,
That
sir.
is one of the reasons which you missed. Important reason which you missed.
Okay,
So
sir.
listen to the question and answer to the point. Don't answer unnecessary things and wrong things. more so with confidence.
Okay, sir.
So that is my first, see, this thing. Then AI for all. I had asked you.
Yes, sir.
You gave a very general answer. You didn't mention because AI for all document is basically focusing on 5 government departments.
Okay, sir.
So see, when I said, you said, you nodded your head. That yes, you know about it, but then you went general into AI in government rather
Okay.
than with reference to that document, which I was trying you to focus on.
Okay, sir.
So similarly, renewable energy.
Okay, sir.
You gave a general answer, very long
Okay,
and
sir.
not focused.
Okay, sir.
See, for example, what you mentioned was correct, that we have targeted 50% of our energy to be from the renewable energy sources.
Okay, sir.
But then you missed the crucial thing of 500 gigawatt.
What is, sir?
You said 60% we have already achieved. Factually wrong.
Okay,
See,
sir.
see, we have, as per my information, 262, 263 as on now, which is not 60% of our target, much below that. It is
Okay, sir.
only. So, see, when we had 50%, we have only achieved, I think 5-6 months back, we have achieved 50% of the
50.
our target.
Yes, sir.
So, see, wrong answers which you are giving because of your speed, I think.
Okay, sir.
So that you should avoid.
Okay, sir.
And you unnecessarily went into many things. You see, you went into, I had asked for 2030 target. Unnecessarily, you went into nuclear energy 2047 target.
Okay,
So
sir.
see, that was not the focus of my question. But because
Okay,
you
sir.
knew about 2047 nuclear energy target, you were in a eagerness to tell us.
Okay, sir.
I asked you about health, Healthcare Act and all that. Yes. See, please read what I remember is that in the 70s,
Okay, sir.
medical education and related subjects were brought under the concurrent list.
Okay, sir.
So that's how the National Medical Council and those things have been there.
Okay, sir.
Uniformity across the sector.
Okay, sir.
So you are not mentioning the right thing. See, that is my point. You are giving a very general answer,
Okay, sir.
and the main focus you are. So if you are not knowing, see, some answers are very good. I'm agree. But then where you are not very sure, don't
Okay, sir.
go into elaborating, because when you are elaborating, you are elaborating unnecessarily, partly wrongly. Then you are taking your time
Okay, sir.
for non-productive performance. I'll put it.
Okay.
See,
Okay, sir.
you have 25 to 30 minutes in the interview.
Okay, sir.
If you take 5 minutes for a not good answer,
Okay, sir.
you are depriving yourself of a better performance in the next question. So think
Yes,
from
sir.
that point of view. If you don't
Yes, sir.
know, first opportunity say that you don't know. And especially
Okay,
after saying yes, then you should not be faltering. So these
okay,
are
sir.
my 165 is decent score, I'll put it, which you have got, and you have already selected into IRS. Excellent. So these few tips and some of the other improvements which will be suggested by the panel members, you take
Okay,
into
sir.
consideration. Time is there with you. You should be doing much better this time. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Mukteshwar ji.
Okay, your performance
Yes, sir.
uh, is really good, at least in respect to certain points which I would like to know. In respect of the Sangam literature and other things, you
Okay.
gave a very systematic, measured answer, and it gives us a very good perspective about the Sangam literature and also about the mother tongue. Genji is also very newly emerging question in respect of the language.
Okay, sir.
That also you answered very well, very deftly
Okay.
you answered, and um, sometimes your articulation, your sequencing of the answer, your sequencing of your ideas is also really good, but certain things need to be avoided. I
Okay.
was also inquiring about this AI mission and all. AI
Okay, sir.
mission, in addition to the general objectives which you narrated,
Okay, sir.
has certain goals like health, agriculture, and all.
Okay, sir.
Probably you need to look into that, the mission and its objectives were to be performed and all.
Okay, sir.
Certain things don't go with overconfidence, as sir said.
Okay, sir.
It's a very good point. Then also, you are looking very composed while answering the questions, so that I must appreciate. But try to
Okay.
maintain that cool and composure all through.
Okay.
And don't be perturbed if you answer one or two questions negative, and don't bother for those things. But you have
Okay,
your
sir.
own playground and you will play your own this thing. Therefore, I overall, my idea is, my assessment is that your performance is really good. Your articulation, modulation, and choice of the words, everything is really reaching the other listener.
Okay,
Uh,
sir.
Most of the time, the UPSC board is consisting of the members who have shown abundant wisdom, maturity in their own lives and careers. They are the people, they coolly listen to you when your articulation could somehow reach and understand in the strict in the strict what do you call decent language. They
Okay.
understand. Probably that really makes sense, and in that sense you are striking a chord and you are really doing well. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
the
sir.
best. All the
Thank you,
best.
sir. Thank
Now,
you.
the kind of performance you have in IRS,
Yes.
probably you are likely to make a very good mark, and you are likely to have your dreams fulfilled. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Eteji?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Pachi, first and foremost, I agree with sir that your demeanor is very positive, that you have a very good positive frame in answering, and that you have that poise. Having said that, I would like to say that factually you are very weak in your answers. Very
Okay.
weak factually in your answers. We are not looking for an essay type writing here. It's an interview. We are
Okay.
not, you are going to become a generalist, but with specific questions. Now, budget, clarity on budget. Is it a money bill, a non-money bill? It is a money bill.
Okay.
Partly, partly. So what you said is absolutely correct. What you were saying, Article 110, borrowing from the consolidated fund, but the clarity part was missing. Be specific. Take a good read on what is the budget. Just the definitions that should do it. Two,
Okay.
you were saying that learning Hindi is part of your hobby. You say it like a pride, it's the national language of the country. Already people have a mindset that in Tamil Nadu people do not prefer this language. Belonging from there, working from there, and you should say that transfer posting is not in your hand. Transfer posting is done by the government of India. It posted me back in my state. That is all I can say. I did not, I mean, if you've asked for it, that's all right, but if you're not asked for it, it's just one posting. And you should have a very positive answer. Do not go,
Okay.
you could become defensive in answering. It was not my intention was to bring out your pride. It's a pride
Okay.
that it's my
Okay.
national language and I'm learning it. Everything is not got to do with Sangam literature. And
Yes.
your take on empowerment of women. Go back, read the definition of empowerment. Think why empowerment is necessary. Think why do you think that an economic input is being given to women? Because there's a huge long debate on most of the work being done by women is not paid. So
Yes,
they
sir.
are actually being taken for granted. And that payment of 2,100 rupees, which is going in the scheme as Ladli Beti or whatever, it is going like that, is actually being used by the women. So, uh, if you read the studies which have been done, most of the loans which are taken by women are paid back. It is unlike what men do. And that is because women are much more clear about budgeting in their space. and they are investing that money. So most of the money which is coming to them is not being used for any other purpose except for investment. So the government is not losing out on it. Now, I am all for your stand that, this short term is not going to help or long term is not going to help. But clarity again, empowerment, yes. Equality, yes. Equity, yes. And maybe, I would have gone about it more like that. So frame your answer if they ask you about, because you written about archery. Archery, women in India are doing exceptionally well in archery.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
related it to the martial arts and said that it's because of that. It just happens. They are being trained better. They're looking at their sports with that kind of emphasis. And why can't we see this, that in a country where women are performing so well in sports is already empowered, why we need to bring in the concept of empowerment? It should be a case of natural growth. Already our gender ratios are reversed. We're as good as any foreign country in terms of our gender ratios. So if women are positive, it means that good investment in women health, good take in society. Whatever conflicts and other debates that you see outside, very much part of advanced nations also. So it's my request, go back and reframe your answers on women empowerment and
Okay.
how you would like to go about it. Just make your points and stand by it. That's what I would like to say. And
Okay.
don't meander. We are not looking for an answer of 200 words. No. We are
Okay.
only looking for your specific answer. Yes, this and no this. And maybe. So you can take your maybe stand. Again,
Okay.
the India's neighbors and why India cannot land up like Nepal or Bangladesh or whatever. We have a democracy which is well established. We have an opposition to whom we listen. Should have instances where India has withdrawn, where the parliament has withdrawn a bill because the opposition was not with us, or because we are such a strong democracy and that we do not have this. So you must say in all parliament sessions, both leader of opposition and the leader of the majority party are present in parliament. What it reflects that the democracy in India is surviving. It continues. There are so many issues which are answered in the media by the ruling party because the opposition is raising it. What it means is that democracy is well entrenched. Once that happens, the situation which is happening in a neighboring countries will not happen. So you should have a clarity which institution is so well established that we do not end up in this mayhem. That is the institution of democracy. We are having elections. We do not have controversies are raised, but they are being resolved. It is not a question of, a boycott of elections. What is happening in our neighboring countries? There's a boycott of election. So it means that the democratic machinery is breaking down. Some of the things. I liked your answer on Ukraine. That was a good take. Just read up a bit, like how India has gone forward and supported Ukraine's cause. It has sent in its own teams. And so 15 teams have been deployed in Ukraine to provide whatever is necessary. So although Russia is our biggest exporter, and we still go out and every now and then we have a treaty with the Russians. We still support the process of peace, which you did say. You have said all of it. Just, one or two facts would make your answer a little bit carrying more weightage. That is all,
Okay.
Pachi. Just maintain your composure. That is a very big plus. That's what
Okay.
the interview committee is looking at. So please continue with that, but get in your facts a bit more, and that should sail you through. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for providing profound insights on the feedback of PETCHI. PETCHI, if you have anything to ask from our panelist members, you can go ahead and ask, or you would like to say anything, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, and thank you all the panelists for the feedback. So certainly this will help me and I will work on it. And ma'am, I have a question over the empowerment. I mean, I have a doubt over that.
Yes, please tell me.
Ma'am, I have answered that their women are not over empowered. They have given an equality of opportunity, and I also told that empowerment is something that has not been an entitlement. So whether it actually strike the chord or it was not good to say that?
So, that's why I'm saying, what is it? Which stand would you like to take? So,
Okay.
empowerment is always something external. So, is
Okay.
it that we need this kind of an injection, that something external needs to come, or do you think that the process which we are already involved in as a policy measure, as the decision making of the government, is that leading to women participation in society, in the employment arena, in sports, or wherever? So I would suggest to you is that empowerment as a concept is for everywhere when we are working for inclusivity. So the concept is of inclusion. Whenever we look for inclusivity, we are already empowering not only women but men also. It's a
Okay.
part of the society. Having said that, I feel, and that you can say, I feel that women have made these huge strides because of this inclusiveness. And you emphasize inclusiveness because inclusiveness is a balanced concept. It takes care
Okay.
of both the genders, and it cuts across our caste barriers. It cuts across our inequities which exist. It's a more equity based term. So, equality of the law already 14 to 18 has existed in the constitution all these years. What is new is equity. Equity, when you talk in terms of economic benefits, the ladder is the same for everyone. Equality. Equity, when you place it so strategically that women are also able to climb, that is equity. So you say that we do believe in empowerment of women, but in my opinion, women have come forward with whatever has been provided to them, and now they are at have reached the stage where they can take off from. So all these inputs that they are getting, like in terms of livability, which you think is actually a step towards inclusivity, will
Okay.
really help them to do better. That is because you know what, in each election, in one form or the other, women are being provided with economic benefits, which is likely to continue for some time. I read exclusively on this because I wanted to know where is this money ending up. Actually, the money is being reinvested by women groups. So not only is it bringing the gender together to work as a group force, it is also leading to their economic enhancement. In my opinion, that is very, very important. So you say
Okay.
that empowerment is only required to the extent when we have to externally support women. Now, with the gender ratio in favor of women, speaking of good health facilities being provided to them, education being given to them, this economic parameter which is being fulfilled will help and go a long way in bringing both the genders together on the same economic and social platform. I think that is a very balanced reply.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Just I will add, Paj, when you said over empowerment, see, that doesn't give a positive vibe to us. So you should avoid those words and focus more on what ma'am has said. See, inclusivity, social and economic, these things, see, external, see, benefits. So avoid those words which are not correct.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Our
Great.
experience should be more modest and balanced.
Okay, sir.
But suppose when you say this kind of thing, war empowerment, these things, they they strike to us or they occur to us that you have some kind of sarcasm in that.
Um, Sorry, sir, to intervene. That I have not used the word over empowerment. Ma'am, while she asked the question, she used the term. So I told, I replied that it is not an over empowerment, ma'am. I feel it is an equality of opportunity that has been given. So I reply, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So yes, so I'll tell you, because you said that empowerment is needed. I said then in
Yes, ma'am.
archery, women are doing so well. Is it a question of over empowerment? That was my question. That
Yes,
was
ma'am.
the
Yes.
context. Yes. And yes,
Yes,
you
correct.
did
Correct,
reply. It is not a question of over empowerment, but then you took it to martial arts being very important in the age old era and all. No, it's simple.
Okay.
Women are giving their best. They are doing
Yes,
what
ma'am.
they have to do, and therefore they're doing well. And there are sports where men also do well. So you say that it's no longer just a question of gender. It is more
ma'am.
an economic parameter on which we have to work for both the genders. So
Okay, ma'am.
inclusivity is the concept on which you should harp. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.